and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Callie, and today's video is going to be part one of my clean and decorate with me for fall. So today's video, I'm going to be focusing on my living room. That's just where I like to start because that's where we spend the majority of our time. If you missed last week's video, I went through all of my fall bins and showed you all of my fall decor from previous years, along with a few things that I have bought new for this year. So definitely check out that video when you're done with this one. I will link it up here and down below as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with decorating my living room. I will be doing other areas in my house as well, so stay tuned for those, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here are my living room decor boxes that I pulled up from the basement. Again, I showed them in a haul from last week's video. I will link it down below. But I'm gonna start by just taking all of my summer decor off of my entryway table and start bringing in my items that I use for this table. Again, there's my little Tide container that I use to prop up this sign. It works really, really well. And then I just have some little pumpkins and pine cone filler that I stick in this dough bowl. And that's all I'm gonna do up top here. And then down below, I have a couple of little pillows that I like to stick underneath here. And then I have my truck from Kirkland's that I got a few years ago that I absolutely love. I use it to kind of cover up those lamp cords back there. And I just kind of played around with this stuff and moved it around to see which way I liked it. I don't think that I kept it this way. I think I moved the pillow onto the other side at the end of the video, and that's the way that it is now. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not sure. But again, everything in this video might change when it comes time to my fall tour, but for right now, that's how I have the entryway table. And then I'm gonna move on to doing my coffee table. Coffee table styling is probably one of my favorite things to do. It's just so much fun. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good dusting and then start by putting a few items on my coffee table tray. One thing that I know that I am going to add to my coffee table is I bought a little 36-inch runner to go underneath my tray, and I just think it gives it a little bit of dimension and a little something extra. So I think I will have that in the fall tour. But I'm gonna start with a candle, of course. You can't have fall without a Bath & Body Works candle. I love them. And then I'm just gonna kind of start arranging some of this stuff. I play with it a little bit and then step back and look at it and then put in another item. You know how that goes. I just kind of look at it and see if I like it and then go from there. Alright, so if you are a Bath & Body Works person, let me know what your favorite seasonal scent is down below. Mine will forever be Sweater Weather. I love it. It smells so good. It reminds me of when we first moved into this house, and I think that's why I have such good memories, but I love it. Let me know down below what your favorite scent is, because I would love to know. All right, so moving on to my second favorite place to decorate, my mantle. I'm gonna give it a good dusting. I had already taken down all of my summer decor, and I'm just gonna put our little local channel antenna back here just to kind of get it out of the way. And then I'm going to start off by filling that milk jug with some of these raffia plants. They're faux raffia plants that I got from Kirkland's. And I love that they're a little bit quirky, and I love the pop of orange against the white stone. And then I'm going to put one of my Crocs up here as well. And I did kind of the same decor look last year, and I loved it so much that I just went ahead and kind of basically recreated it. There were a few tweaks here and there. And then I'm going to come in with this little pumpkin that I got from Kirkland's a few years ago, and this little felt pumpkin that I got at Target from last year. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start balancing out the other side. So I have a bigger crock for over here. And then I am going to add in just a few pumpkins over on that side. And I just put them up on little candlestick holders that I have. I needed to shift the TV down just a little bit just to accommodate for all the stuff that I have over there. But these are the pumpkins and the candlesticks, and I just kind of put them up there and worked to get them how I wanted them, and that is all I'm going to do up here on my mantle. So moving down to the hearth, I have these birch logs that I bring out in the fall and winter time. And I just got one of my crocks and I'm just gonna stick these in there. And then I'm gonna bring a few of my pillows and just kind of put these around just to kind of add a little something to this side. And then I'm gonna move over to the other side and put one of my fall blankets on one of my little baskets. And that's all I'm gonna do down here on the hearth of my fireplace. I think it turned out really cute. Overall, I love the way that my mantle looks. I think it's really, really pretty, and it's just a focal point in the room, and I really like the way that it turned out. I will also mention that we have a wood stove, so when we do burn our fireplace, it's enclosed in a stove, so none of this stuff is going to get hot or catch on fire or anything like that. I thought I would mention that just in case you're wondering, but yeah, we have a wood stove. It's not an actual wood burning fireplace in there. It's enclosed in that stove. And then after I get done with my fireplace, I decided to move on to putting these wreaths on these little shutters that I have behind my couch. They're just the perfect pop of orange back here, and I just really like changing out the wreaths on these shutters for each and every season. Okay, so down below these shutters are my end tables for my living room, and on one of them I like to keep this picture frame where I just switch out different printables throughout the year. And with fall coming up, I decided to go with a leaf print, and I will link it down below. I got it off of Pinterest, and it's just a really easy, cheap way to switch out your decor. And then I'm also going to give my end table a little wipe off and a dusting and kind of decorate it. I went really simple, so I just used that printable, and then I brought in a couple of pumpkins. I will show you at the end of the video that I switched things up a little bit from how I decorated it here. I brought in a few more pumpkins and other things, and then after I got done doing that, I moved on to switching out my pillows for my couch. So I always use pillow covers on this couch, and it just makes it really simple and inexpensive to change out my pillows for each and every season. You also don't have to store as many pillows, which is always a great thing. All right, so moving on to the other chair in my living room, we have this little rocking recliner, and I'm going to put one of my all-time favorite pillows from Kirkland's from a few years ago in it. I love this pillow, and I love it against the brown leather. I think it really makes the pumpkins in the picture on the pillow pop. And then I'm going to just top it off with this knit blanket that I got from Target from last year. I love the rope detail on the bottom. And of course, I'm just gonna kind of work at this blanket until I get it the way that I want it to look. It's constantly being fixed and refolded, and I have kids and they like to pull it down. So I'm really meticulous about the way that my throws are thrown on the back of chairs and my bed and stuff like that. So let me know if you can relate. I just want it to look a certain way, and when it doesn't, or I can't get it quite right, it frustrates me. So I work at it for a little bit, and then I'm just gonna put the pillow back and just move on with my life. So then I just went ahead and got my vacuum out and decided to go ahead and give my rug a good vacuuming just to get up any of the glitter or any of the miscellaneous items that had fallen off any of my decor, and get that up. And then I'm gonna move on to working on my blanket ladder. So I really like to add wreaths to the top of my blanket ladder. I know a lot of people use like bags or just miscellaneous items. I really like to put wreaths up here. I think it just draws your eye upward and gives it a little bit of dimension, and it's really, really pretty. So I just always secure this with zip ties, and then I'm just gonna kind of fluff out the wreath and make it look like it hasn't been in the box for a year. And then I added a few blankets down below, and that is just over here in a corner right off my entryway table. I also really like to spray my wreaths with a room spray from Bath & Body Works, and that's a great way to keep your house smelling nice. So this is what my living room looks like when you walk in from the front door. There's my fireplace and my mantle, and I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of the room and play a little bit of music and just show you close up how I decorated everything in this area. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun filming this and sharing all of my living room fall decor with you. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I'm going to be doing my dining room as well as my kitchen coming up in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for those, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!